Trev, we'll talk about the Reading game in a minute, but what's it like this season for you? You're playing virtually with a completely new defence.
Yeah, it's a lot different, but it's quite exciting. I think we've had quite a lot of time to get to know each other, and yeah, they're good additions across the back line as well. So yeah, it's obviously a lot different to what I'm used to, but it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Do you feel, as captain and the most experienced player, that it's your responsibility to make sure everyone knows what their job is and they're doing it 100%?
I think naturally everyone takes on that responsibility, but yeah, I suppose my job early on has mainly just been to sort of lay down our standards, yeah, and just make sure everyone's sort of on board with how we do things at the club.
In terms of the defence, we've got Georgia and Poppy and Kaylee now playing at the back. How are they different in terms of the way that they approach the game to what you've been used to for the last couple of years?
I wouldn't say they're necessarily different. They obviously both had a good grounding in the coaching. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite. They fit in to the way we play very well. Do you know what I mean? They're almost quite similar players to the ones that went out the door. So yeah, it's been pretty seamless really. It's more just a case of figuring out what they like to do, what they don't like to do. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what it comes down to when you're defending, just knowing sort of where you can help out your teammates around you to help them play to the best of their strengths.
It's not often that Hope will talk about how proud she was of a performance after a 4-0 defeat, but actually there were a lot of positives last Friday against Arsenal, weren't there?
It was difficult, do you know what I mean? But it was always going to be difficult going down to 10 players against a team of that quality. But what was pleasing was that we didn't give in. Do you know what I mean? We still tried to play. We created some openings ourselves. Just basically rode it out till the end of the game, which is quite important, and it was quite nice, especially for a new team. And that's what I talk about. Do you know what I mean? The players that have come in have really bought into the process and sort of how we want to play in games.
There's a bit more expectation at home against Reading on Sunday. How are the squad going to cope with that, do you think?
We play at this level because we enjoy the pressure. Do you know what I mean? So it's exciting. It's definitely a game we've got our eye on. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully we can put on a really good performance for what is hopefully a record crowd for us there.
How important are the crowd going to be on Sunday? Like you say, we're hopefully a really big attendance that can make such a difference, can't it?
Yeah, it's massive. You know, you don't just play for yourself and your teammates. You play for the fans. You play for the club. I know the club's very important to the city. So yeah, it's really important that we sort of put that shirt on and wear the badge proudly and just put on a performance that makes people want to come back and be really proud of what we're doing.